Hey guys, here at ICTBillet we got a lot of questions from customers asking what belt links fit their kids. So we put a video together to show you how to measure your own belt at home so you can get the right one for your kid. So when you're measuring your belt, you can use a rope, a string, extension cord, something that's flexible and mimics the thickness of a belt. You're going to route it through all your pulleys. You're going to compress your tensioner, find the length of that rope, and then we're going to measure that length. We're going to go to the parts store and get our belt. So now I'm going to compress my tensioner, pull the slack out of the rope. We're going to measure that length of rope and it should give me the measurement of my belt. Now our rope measured about 77 inches. So to save ourselves a couple of trips to the parts store, I'm going to get 3 belts that are a little bit longer than our measurement. So I've got a 77.5, a 78, and a 78.5 inch belt. Now when you go to the parts store, a lot of the times their belts are going to have part numbers associated with their lengths. They could be in standard or in metric. So for instance, a 78 inch belt could read 780 K6. That's a 6-rib belt. Or a 78.5 inch belt could read 785 K6. Now in metric, a 78 inch belt times 25.4 could give you about 1980 millimeters. So that part number could be 6PK 1980. You're going to want both of these numbers handy when you make your trip. So we're going to take each of these 3 belts, we're going to put them each on the motor, see which one fits the best. We're going to start with the shortest belt. I've got the belt installed on all the pulleys except for the water pump, and I'm going to compress my tensioner. I'm going to try to slide the belt over the pulley. As you can see, this one's a little bit too short, so we're going to step up to the next longer belt. So now I've got the 78 inch belt on here. I'm going to compress my tensioner and try to slide the belt over the pulley. Now this one just barely goes over the pulley, but it doesn't give my tensioner much room to move. So I'm going to have to go to the next longer belt. So now I've got my 3rd belt on here. I'm going to go ahead and compress the tensioner, slide the belt over the pulley, make sure that the belt's seated in all the pulleys, and relax the tensioner. I'm going to make sure I've still got lots of range in my tensioner, and we should be good. Now, to make sure that I've got the right tension on my belt, I'm going to check the belt deflection. Now, standard spec says 1/64 of an inch belt deflection for every inch of span between the pulleys. Right here we've got 13 inch span, so I should have 13/64 of an inch deflection here. That's about 200 thousandths. So I should be able to put a straight edge on here and push this belt back, and I should have about 200 thousandths of an inch of deflection. And I'm just about right. So many of our kits have the belt links listed on our website. But if you come across a combination that doesn't have a listing, you can use this method at home to get your belt length. Be sure to like and subscribe our YouTube channel and check us out on Facebook and Instagram. We'll see you next time.